All right, so we are working on a 2006 Dodge Ram 1500. This is a two-wheel drive. We're doing ball joints all the way around. But this one right here has play. It is sloppy, so we're gonna replace them all the way around. Customer just said go ahead and replace them all. This will be the process of replacing the ball joints on a 06 Dodge Ram 1500 two-wheel drive. Okay, so we've got the knuckle out. You can see these indentations right here. That is from factory, and what that does is that keeps this secure. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a grinder and just kind of cut the lips off, so that way it'll press down into place. The new one comes with a C-clip, but that's all original. It's got just a touch of play. But we're going to go ahead and get this notched out right here and then pound it through. So we got a 24 millimeter factory nut on the lower ball joint, 21 millimeter on a factory upper ball joint, and you can see that thing and hear it. That's shot. And then 21 millimeter here on the outer tie rod, which that feels good and tight there. So we got all that out of the way. 13 millimeter from factory that holds the brake caliper in place. So we're gonna go ahead and get the grinder out and cut this kind of out of the way here, so that way we can pound this down. So I'll get you in time lapse and show you the process. All right, so we got it out. I did bang the control arm up. It's not hurting anything that way. I did mark up in here and I could feel a little bit of a ridge. So I'm gonna take a round file and just clean that up a little bit. Yeah, that's a pain. It's tight, but it's out. And that's kind of one of the reasons I ground those sides down, so it'd be a little bit easier coming out, and it wouldn't mar up the joint retainer or the control arm. So let me get a file. I'll file this up. Little trick I have learned over the years: take your new ball joint, throw it in the freezer overnight. What happens is molecular, it kind of shrinks down, so when you put it in, it's a little bit loose. It's not actually loose, it's still tight as can be, but it does make life going in a little bit easier because it does shrink just the smallest amount, and that smallest amount does help when going in, pressing back into place. So I've always freeze my ball joints, especially the press-in ones, just to help it go into place a little bit easier. So that's the lower ball joint on this side. My control arm won't be until this afternoon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of partially put this thing back together. I'm not going to do the other side today, just because I got appointments in the morning. So at least I can get this off of my drive-on rack for my appointments for tomorrow. But that's the lower ball joint. I'm going to get that thing frozen for a couple more hours and put it back together. Alright, so we got the ball joint in. It was nice and cold. So now we got to put the C-clip in. Might be helpful if I went the right way. All right, we're in. Lastly, we're going to do the grease fitting. And we want to make sure it's pointed away from the knuckle. So when the knuckle sits in there, you'll have access. We're actually going to rotate it just a little bit more. Don't want to over tighten it. That way we have a good angle to get in when you do service work. You know, your oil changes and things like that. So that's done. We're not going to fill it with grease yet. The reason is because I got to get pressure up on this boot so it doesn't mess anything up. So we'll go ahead and get you back in time lapse and get the knuckle in place, and then start the process on the upper control arm once I get the bottom portion taken care of. So we'll get you back in time lapse, but that's the process of the lower ball joint, and we're going to do the entire control arm on the upper. So we'll give you a breakdown of that. All right. All right, so we got them out. It's at 18 millimeter. There is one issue with this style, is they are just kind of pressed into place. So what they do is they take a press and push the corners down to lock the tabs. Sometimes in several states where they use salt for the roads, they rust up real bad and they end up breaking. So you can stick a wrench on there, but this job isn't too bad. They just sit in here like such, and they actually hit on the frame. So pretty easy process. The bolt itself is an 18 millimeter. Once you get it loose, there's no adjustments on the upper. It is all done from the lower. So these are just straight through. You don't have to worry too much. One thing that I do different is I let it rest a little high. So that way when I tighten down, it keeps the pressure. That's how they do it from factory. There is kind of a little trick to get it set just right, but we'll show you that when we reassemble. All right, so we got the upper control arms in. This is a little bit different control arm. So this is a upgrade and update, but they are correct. So this is a new company from O'Reilly's TTX. First time using them, so this is a new experience for me on this particular brand. That's the upper control arms. It's all solid one piece. Looks like it's a little bit better quality. We're going to go ahead and get this installed here, and we'll get you in time lapse and finish the install on this side. Alright, so we got the upper control arm in, got it greased up, same way with the lower. Now these new TTX line from O'Reilly's, they've got a unique pin style. Instead of using a traditional cotter pin, they are using a new pin style, which I kind of like a little bit better than the traditional cotter pin. It's nice taking apart. I'm not too sure yet, but we'll figure that out later on. But it's notched here so the pin slides through, but that's what it looks like, and it's looks like it's a pretty decent design. We'll see how this turns out long term, but that's the driver's side. So we'll go ahead and get the passenger side done. Won't be today, but I may just do this video to this side just to show you the process. So there we go, upper and lower ball joints on this Dodge Ram 1500 two-wheel drive.